Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Nullius mod. This is Otaku's Showboat, continuing off where we left off. My plan for the day today is to get into plastic through a different recipe, through the polypropylene recipe. Now I'm going to use Helmod and pin my little plan here. Will I be building to this scale? Probably not. Probably not, but we shall in fact see whether or not I actually am truthful regarding that. I would like to get to this scale for a full plastic per second. Would be nice. Would be very, very nice. I did notice that I mined out in a couple of spots there. It would appear as if I have mined out on the iron over here as well. So just move that a couple of tiles over, and there you go. As for all of this iron, there's a little bit left up there, and there's plenty left underneath on all of these. And the patch itself is massive. I am not at all worried about getting mined out anytime soon. Okay. It's the second recording that I'm doing today because I was actually able to completely edit the previous video, and it wasn't 6 o'clock. It was barely even 4:30, and I do hope that it is an objectively better edited video than even the video before it, that my audio sounds much better than it had previously been, even like especially on the loudness level at this point. All it's taken is a simple adjustment to the compressor in Streamlabs OBS to have a threshold lower, set to be lower. Therefore, it's affecting more of the range of my voice because I just happen to have an inherently large volume range when I'm speaking. Sometimes I'm speaking very softly, other times I'm speaking very loudly, and I'm trying to keep everything from peaking, ultimately. Don't want things to clip. That is the enemy. Clipping is the absolute enemy. Okay. For the plan to be met, I am going to need a bit of infrastructure. For reference, the last time we met, we made graphite and were able to build filters by hand. After today, we'll be able to actually just have filters. I don't think I'm going to have filters on my bus anytime soon. I'm looking for the actual item called the filter, because it is primarily used for buildings. It is exclusively used for making buildings. The filter too is exclusively used for making buildings. This is an item that is made for a mall, not to be provided on the main bus as is. The only reason to bus it would be that I'm making it too far away from where my robots are going to be ending up. I would like wells. Locked behind Hydrology 1. Something tells me that Hydrology 1 is going to be at least purple science. It is purple science. Wonderful. Wonderful. Fresh water to water and wastewater. Fresh water gets welled up in a well. It's a relatively decent recipe. It does use a pump too, though, and I think that's going to need steel. But whatever. And then you can convert the sludge with sludge and fresh water into wastewater that you can then also convert to sludge. It's it's great. Extractor extracts volcanic gas from fumaroles. Well, I haven't come across any of that yet on the map, if it's a thing that exists on the map. Have not come across that. We also made glass. That was the main other thing that we made last time. We're gonna keep transferring that. This can go away once we get into this new plastic. I will no longer need to do anything involving chlorine with plastic going forward. Once all of this is finished being set up, I need 2 flotation cells. Flotation cells, excuse me. I need to be very careful with how I pronounce the words. It is flotation, based on flatulation. Not flatulation, flatulation. There's a difference there. Anyway, I'll build a couple of those. And then how many chem plants do I have on me? I have 1 on me. I currently have 1 chemical plant that is making ethylene. Well, in the long term, we're gonna have 6 of them, and you know, this would be a great opportunity to set up something that's just a little bit more scalable than previously. Let's get rid of all these rocks that are in my way. It's a shame that this is on an iron patch like this, but you know what? We've got a far, far more dense iron patch right next door. And right up here, another far, far denser ore patch. I'd rather take the dense ore patches. So we're just gonna fill up my inventory with all this random rock stuff. And then copy this guy. And we shouldn't start there. We should start down with the seawater processing, and that's going to be done over here. There will be 2 of them eventually. We need a distillery to get that water converted into brine and regular water. The brine will leave through the outfall. We need 10 of these buildings. 8, 9, 10. That had an extra space on it. Oh no, it didn't. You know what? Let's go ahead and place all of this pipe. This is going to be a lot of pipe. And I have a lot of pipes. So I may as well do what I need to do from all of this. There's that taken care of. Yes, this will go to there, like so. Where is the waste line? Where is my wastewater line? I need the wastewater line. Whoopsies. Okay, the wastewater line is here. It will change. It's getting outfalled over there, but we could change the position of the outfall. That's not that difficult in the grand scheme to update. Yeah, go ahead and place all these pipes, and I'll keep the doohickeys there. Now this is a priority electrolyzer, which means that it will consume all of the power ever, like a normal electrolyzer. I think that's the priorities anyway. Yes. It simply splits fluids using massive electrical energy. A whole megawatt each. Yeah, that's a lot. The surge electrolyzer will only run after everything else is powered fully, which I find an interesting concept. It has a crafting speed of 1, which makes it twice as effective as a regular priority electrolyzer 1. Huh? Why would I ever use a priority electrolyzer? Why not just use surge electrolyzers? They're twice as fast. They're twice as fast with twice the power, so not really any power savings at all. But, I mean, that's fewer buildings that you have to make overall for the build. It costs 1 power pole. Is it a trap? Only after satisfying other energy demands. So, it can be a trap if you don't have enough power. But if you have enough power, which you should have enough power, it's fine. And if you don't have enough power for everything else, why would you want the electrolyzers running in the first place? How do you make this the upgraded versions? Oh, that's part of the problem then. If you make a surge electrolyzer 2, or if you make a surge electrolyzer 1, oh, it requires 1 of each to make the... Okay. I was worried. I was worried that I would end up with these surge electrolyze with these priority electrolyzers, and then not be able to upgrade them to the next level of surge or priority. Yeah, it looks like we're fine there. Which means that in actuality over here, instead of having a priority, I can have a surge, and it will use half as many. It's the same amount of energy, but you know what? I have the stuff for them. Yeah, it means that I will have to remove all of this extra. But hey, it's more pipe I have available to me now. Yay, more pipe. I like pipe. I like having more pipe. Always more pipe. Now, those things are eating up just regular stuff. I'm not too worried about it. I can make more filters whenever I want. It's glorious. Give me distilleries. I need 5 distilleries, and then I need like 624.2 air, which I'm gonna need a few air filters. I think a few air filters are required, and I'm going to need more filters, period. So, more plastic. Grab me some plastic off the line. Just a bunch of it. I think... Yes, there is a bit of plastic right over here. Let's take this back to the other spot. Oh gosh, hello. Hello, aluminium processing. Into ingots. So you need bauxite, you need to crush the bauxite. And from crushing the bauxite, you need to add caustic solution. Oh. Where do you get aluminium carbide? Huh? Well, that's interesting. So from caustic solution, you then have to simply smelt it in a furnace to make alumina. Add graphite and alumina. Oh, there's the carbide. Okay. Add graphite and alumina to get ingots plus carbide that you then wash and you get hydroxide and methane, which of course makes more alumina, begets more carbide and more methane that you can then convert into something. It's methane that you get out of that, so it's pretty much the stuff you use for plastic. Methane. Methane, I believe, is absolutely deletable, so that's fine. Ooh, yes. That, I think, is part of the intended process here for aluminium. That would save a lot of effort. That saves a lot of effort, this pyrolysis. Pyrolysis. That tech, I think, is at purple, though. It's at green. Chemical samples. Methane pyrolysis. There's also ethylene version. And a propene version. To decompose ethylene and propene and methane. Interesting. That seems like a very, very useful tech. But we have to wait until chemical science, basically, before we get access to that. As for where we are right now in, like, normal game terms, I mean, it's a lot of chemistry for this point, but we are at red science, and we're trying to get to green. That's the goal right now. All right, I got a bunch of plastic to build these filters. Oh, hey, we got a distillery. Good. Making additional hydro plants will eat distilleries, so I'm trying to avoid that a little bit. Alright, how much do you make each? A few 50 whole units. Okay, how much power do you use? Not much, okay. So I can have 13 AU. I have 3 spares. You're actually doing this process down there anyway, so I'm gonna just be swapping out. Would I be able to move that much throughput in a pipe 2? Or in a pipe 1? Irrespective of this concept of pressure. I think when a pipe 1 has 120 units as opposed to 100 units in a vanilla playthrough, I think we're okay. I think it can potentially handle 600, but you know what? If I can look at how much is needed each, 150 each, I can just say, okay, I'll have 15 air thingies, because I know that at least these pipes are more than enough to handle the 150 throughput. So all I need to do is make sure that I have quite a few of these air filters. I currently have 5, 6, 7, 8. I need a few more. And you know what? At this point, I think I'm going to cut away and be back when I physically have the remaining infrastructure. I will see you soon. Okay, I should be crafting now the last of the things that I need in order to actually do this full build, as much as I was questioning whether or not I would actually do the full on build. Yeah, we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. Now I'm gonna put these 5 things like so. The pipes need to change, of course, from level 2s to level 1s. I could make the level 2s, it's plastic. Definitely it's a to-do list item. Once I do have a consistent supply of plastic beyond... By the way, chimneys, what's your throughput? It doesn't show me a recipe information, but I'm assuming it has an existent amount of throughput. I went and I made a few chimneys. I'm going to make a few more. Oh, and also, I did swap over here away from crushing stone into gravel to converting stone into stone bricks and gravel. The reason for that is, well, it's a great way to automate my initial stone bricks because I've already got sandstone processing. Sand into sandstone, into silica, into glass, and that process, if I can find it in this list, that process provides me with a unit of stone that I need to deal with somehow, and that unit of stone can be dealt with this recipe that also gives me something useful. I should have done that from the beginning, but hey, this is what I've done instead. There's also sandstone directly into stone brick as well as 1 unit of sand, which is also useful, but oh well. But whole well. Now, part of this whole setup here is designed so that I can deconstruct what's up here and make use of it as well. And I would like to actually do that, but only after getting at least 1 building of every type placed in the line that leads to plastic. Because the last thing that I need is to find out that, oh hey, you don't have enough stuff for that? Yeah. That's the absolute worst possible feeling that you can ever have, is to be like, oh hey, yeah, you know this build that you're working on? Yeah, you needed this particular item that you're supposed to be making to continue making the buildings for it. Yeah, that don't feel nice. That don't feel particularly nice whenever that happens. I need more pipe to ground. The undergrounds, excuse me. I need more regular pipes as well. Let's just go and manually make a few more of those. Since I have the crafting time, since I'm not handcrafting anything at the moment. Now, this is going to produce a lot of excess oxygen, is it not? Yes, 332.5, or 0.9, excuse me. Meaning I'm going to want some sort of a valve to relieve said pressure, and probably a couple of chimneys. But this deals with pressure, so it'll be better to do it at the end after using my previous stuffs. I don't... What? I did not realize that I did... This entire time... I've been using the chemical science recipe. This is ethylene pyrolysis that is required at chemical science. Hey, if you made a comment about that, yeah, that's chemical science. How am I gonna get the propene? Okay, it's this. Fine. Just a slight difference in what exactly I need here. Carbon monoxide from... Rather it not be from graphite. Monoxide from dioxide. This is... It's not that different than previously. In this case, we're not actually making any of these down here. Interesting. We have a very different building counts. Hey, what inputs? Seawater. Okay, this is actually better. This is actually better, this process, than originally anticipated. You do get ethylene and benzene, which I'm going to pray I can get rid of by venting. Let's see here. So I actually only need 3 buildings making carbon monoxide, which is this recipe instead, and I don't need 6 of them, I need 3 of them. And I don't need all of these, I actually only need 3 of these. And I only need 2 of these. Wow, that's a difference in scale. I am okay with this. That's a very big difference in scale, and I only need 1 of these as well. And 1 of these, which that was known from the beginning, but hey, I'll take a reduction overall in scale, as it turns out that that pyrolysis isn't really great for plastic by comparison to this. Yo, get back in my inventory, please. There we go. Pick up the box. Pick up my box. It's my box. I like my box. Give me that rock. That rock is in the way. Thank you for all of these wonderful things here. What's funny is that this is the same process as getting into the graphite. This is the same as the graphite. Carbon monoxide. This is making carbon monoxide. And add additional hydrogen to get graphite. Yeah, it's as if it's designed in such a way that you just scale this out and you're able to make your stuff, right? More stuff out of an existing infrastructure. Just keep pasting down the existing infrastructure. Okay. I will need to grab another distillery, because this is still replacing all that stuff from up above. Now, tell me. Unfortunately, the benzene, the propene, and ethylene are non-disposable, which means that this excess ethylene I need to do something with to make it disposable. The excess propene I need to do something with to make it disposable, and the excess, all of the benzene, I need to do something with to make it disposable. That leads to styrene and hydrogen. Is the only thing I can do right now. Huh. BPA. Oh, are we gonna make BPA plastics? Very, very toxic stuff. Okay, is that gonna be enough to deal with my benzene? And please tell me with that styrene. Oh yeah. Yes, we are gonna make BPA plastics. Oh joy, and it's used for the rubber as well. We will need to make rubber. Like, that much I know. But this styrene, I need the... Okay, it is a non-disposable liquid. Meaning I do have to do something to it. Which is unfortunate. Can I do anything else to the benzene to make it disposable? Not right now. There is a combustion that gives me steam and carbon dioxide that will be available later. And of course BPA. And all this catalytic synthesis stuff right here. Benzene, ethylene into ethyl benzene. Okay, lots of that. Lots of that. So it looks like for now, probably the best thing to do is to get this styrene, and then the extra, because there's still going to be more ethylene out of this and more benzene. Why is there even extra? Because we're using all of the propene. Right. Because we're using all of the propene. If only we could convert methanol into propene. If only we had synthesis of propene. Propene. Is that actually a recipe that's available? I don't think so, no. Nope, it's an Angel's recipe that exists that, yeah, just would be nice to have. Would be nice to have. So, the extra ethylene... Oh, the extra methane, excuse me. Huh? No, ethylene. The extra ethylene needs to be converted into something else. It can be converted into butadiene. It can be converted into that, which we're doing. It can be made into plastic, which we're doing. It's got those angels things. It has a pyrolysis into that stuff. The other plastic recipe. Excuse me? It'll need a use. So let me get rubber. But it will hate me unless I put in a number there. This is still producing more excess stuffs. It still makes excess, so it doesn't really make one. What is overproducing? This? Is it point? Is it 0.25? That's too much. Styrene still. 0.5. That's too much styrene. 0.75. We're almost there. But now we have too much propene. Interesting. This is just going to be hell, isn't it? I dislike greatly the non-disposable concept. Like, this is not a puzzle that I have any interest in solving. Just let's make this completely clear. I don't enjoy this type of puzzle in Factorio. Anyway, that's my rant for the moment. Give me my 2 of these. Wow, those are interesting. So for now, they're going to be in some wonderful tanks that I will have to occasionally clean out. Go there, thanks, because that aligns very nicely with that. And that aligns very nicely with that. And not so nicely with that, exactly, but we'll do that anyway. And then you... Same thing. Or I could just moved it one tile down and it would have been semi-elegant, but I don't think... I just don't think sometimes. Just break it and put it there. Ta-da! Okay, so that's going to make plastic. Sadly, with a whole bunch of non-disposable BS extras. Until we get into pyrolysis at chemical science and can switch over to the less efficient process that will at least give us stuff that we can hopefully deal with in a lot better of a way. Like chimneying the hell out of it. That's gonna be my personal goal, always, is to just remove extra stuff from the face of existence. You know, like this hydrogen right here. It's gone. Deleted. Completely from existence. This is not a great way of overflowing this stuff with a valve. I need to make a valve. Give me an auxiliary valve. Relief valves don't really work on any of the pipes that I currently have. Just so's we know. Okay, so that's the... What now? That's the that. Okay. And then we have the this. Oh, you need steam? Do I really wanna? I mean, it's really low volume, so fine. This is dealing with extra... What now? This? Again? Another relief valve? Combustion turbine. Can I, like... Okay. Right there. Combustion chamber. I haven't made one of these yet. Let's see what happens. Helmod says that this is a thing that that I can use. So let's Oh joy. That's pretty beautiful. Can you like assign recipes? Yes, you can. Glorious. Oh boy, I have to think about this a sec, because I can't reach that far. I'm gonna need more pipe to ground. Woohoo! And then we'll auxiliary the excess into chimneys. Same here, just off the side on the oxygen. Hello. Hello, Ollie. The boy is here. He has arrived. He's come to say hi. How's my boy? He's doing good. He's doing wonderfully. Now, he wants to go to the side. I want to finish this within 9 minutes. I mean, I could just power it all on right now and it would actually make a little bit of plastic before dying. So you know what? Let's just make a little bit of plastic before it dies, and then we can worry about all the other shenanigans. Okay, that will go there, that will go there, this will go over here on these 2, 3 buildings. Yeah, I thought as much. That's the hydrogen. The oxygen. Hey, do you, like, stretch? Yes. Yes, you do. Thank goodness. I need another few of those. Just a few of those. Thank you for placing those. Powered. And then connect to the net. And then... water. It will need more-ish. Wait, no, you produce 120. This should be fine. I might need more waste overflow action / a pump if it becomes a problem. You're operating, you've got your stuff. I haven't thrown this in. That's making things. That needs its inputs. This needs hydrogen in. That's moving. And this is getting propene. This will eventually get ethylene, I hope, before it backs up on benzene. And it will make styrene. And I have a few tanks. Do I not? I probably don't have tanks anymore just because they got used for things. And we have, officially, plastic. And as it turns out, we have simply gone from having one non-disposable product that we can't do anything with right now of value, and a solid that we can't do anything with of value, to now having a few fluids and no solids. Which, you know, I think I'll take that. I think I'll take that any day of the week. I need another valve. Hey, buddy, just like make a few of those. Just make a few of those. I have no idea how fast these vent, but you know, it'll vent as quick as it vents. Nice that it has the color of the thingy. How you doing? As fast as you can go. As fast as you can go. That did its thing. Because pressure. Pressure over distance. That means pump. Make me pump. I need to grab some iron sheets. Time for pump. Pump action. Go, go, go. The pump isn't pumping. I guess this isn't where I needed the pump. Oh, you know, it would help if all that was connected. There you go. That's significantly better. Hey, maybe I don't actually need that pump. Yeah, that's better. Thank you for the plastic for the moment. We're gonna figure out how to deal with these as we go along. The game surely wouldn't have given me something like a better plastic recipe without also giving me a way to handle the other outputs, right? Because that would be terrible design from its inception. But I'm gonna have a gander at all of that. It looks like I need to. You know what? I'll just make another distillery. We'll just make more. Yes, we'll just make more. And then that's gonna have that stuff, and that's gonna get power, and eventually this will both move, and eventually there will be a thingy that will actually make rubber over here. Oh god. Just combined plastic and rubber from stuffs, and then we have to actually use the rubber and use the plastic and make sure it's all getting used. Ideally for science, but you know, that's gonna be conversation for another time. With that, folks, I'm ending things off here. With that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been a Taku Show, but if you've enjoyed today's video, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you've not yet subscribed, and hit the notification bell. Consider becoming a member of the channel by hitting that great big blue join button, and supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushow. But if you're so inclined and able, I will be back when I'm back, and I will see you all on the next one.